This field, still in use today, is where the Toronto Argonauts once played Sarnia for the Grey Cup. Back in the 1930s, Sarnia's team dominated, hosting the Grey Cup game once and winning it twice. That guy with the game ball from the Grey Cup played in Sarnia is Jeff Perry, the grandson of the city's biggest football star.
His name was Norm Perry, and his nickname in his day was the Galloping Ghost.
Perry was called the best football player in Canada, back when the game was different, more like rugby, and before the CFL was born. Bigger cities eventually took over and Sarnia's team folded. Deep in the archives of the Canadian Football Hall of Fame, they have a sweater they are pretty sure was worn when Sarnia won its final Grey Cup 80 years ago.
Nice blue with the red 3 stars, number 30 on the back, fully made of total wool.
Those 3 stars are a clue to the secret of Sarnia's success. 3 stars was a trademark of Imperial Oil. Back in the 30s, the company supported Sarnia's football team. It was even called the Imperials. Talented players came from all over to play for Sarnia because anyone who played for the Imperials had an excellent chance of landing a job with Imperial Oil, especially important during the Depression years.
Orm Beach, for example, was a halfback in Oklahoma. Bummer Sterling turned down a job with New York Giants. They came here because of the security of that job with Imperial Oil.
Going deep.
After a long absence, the Sarnia Imperials name came back to life a few years ago. A semi-pro team with a coach who is hoping to add to Sarnia's football history.
It's a big football town. It used to be bigger. Trying to bring that back.
One thing that has never left is the argument about the only Grey Cup game that was played in Sarnia. Legend has it the Imperials would have beaten Toronto back in 1933, but for a controversial call.
My grandfather was gone on a touchdown and got called back. Pretty close caused a riot here at the ballpark back in the day.
That passion isn't far below the surface in Sarnia, a small city that still remembers when it was, in the world of football, a very big deal. Harvard Gould, CBC News, Sarnia, Ontario.